congrats on being on this.
Thank you.
I think some would say you've been your character, the Mule, has been recast as you, but like I think from understanding the story of Foundation, it's not really a recasting because the Mule is able to sort of transform himself into whatever he wants. Were you at all sort of familiar with that character?
No. I wasn't really familiar with. I had an idea who Asimov was because of the books and everything. And if you have seen sci-fi, you have seen Star Wars and Star Trek, etc. And you can almost say that without Asimov, you wouldn't have any other sci-fi show in the world because he kind of is the founding father of that genre. I think you're right with the Mule. The Mule can transcend into anything or anyone, or persuade them. And regarding the recast, we Scandinavians, we stick together. So if one person can't do it, that person will recommend another Scandinavian brother. And in this case, it was me. So I'm very, very thankful to be part of it.
He's offered as like an antagonist of the whole story. That's quite a heavy load for you to carry, really.
Yeah, it's
to sort of to be like the super villain of all villains.
But he's a great villain. He's a phenomenal villain because often villains can be a little bit one-dimensional. But I think with the Mule, the Warlord, aka the Mule, that he can be anything or anyone, and that I really love. And no one's born a villain. You know that. It's always because of given circumstances in life that make you choose wrongly, that people would perceive as you being evil. And for me, I just think he's, this is maybe putting it on the spot, but maybe he's just a bit misunderstood. And you always want to defend your characters you're portraying. So I think when I had my first conversation with David, it was very, very key to me that we did a very hard establishing scene of the character, but throughout the rest of the show, you'll see much more nuanced sides to him. If I have to compare him to another villain who's my favorite villain, and I'm not comparing talent, I'm not comparing anything, because for me, that villain and that performer is iconic. He's a little bit similar to Voldemort. And I might be the only one thinking that, but for me, they have this endless power to do everything. And when you have that, your main, what is that called in English? Your main enemy is yourself. When anything is possible, you have to be a good person to live a good life. But sad enough, he's a broken man.
I mean, I have to admit, I am a massive fan of the Asimov stories. I've read Foundation many times and all the novellas and all the stuff around it. And even I can sometimes get a bit lost in the whole. So many characters
in the books, right?
Yeah, and in the season, in the series and the books.
But if you read the books, you know this that the world is so big. For me, the books are like a lexicon. Yeah. You know, in the encyclopedia in Danish, where it's like the Bible. It's like you can first of all, because they expand over 1,000 years, etc. But it's like a world. So you're reading like this almost like a report about the future. You know what? Do you understand what I'm saying? It's not like a fictional novel. It's more like you look it up and then you have this world of the future. Sorry, I just got a little bit excited as well.
No, it's good. I'm so excited to see, you know, what else happens in this, because I mean, we all know that character, but obviously it's really important to see what you would do with that character, and you're a brilliant character actor anyway.
No, thank you. No, but the Mule's, he's a bit different in the books than it is on the screen. And of course, we have so many characters in the books, you'll have to focus on Solo. For example, with Empire. Empire is much more present in the show than in the books. But for me, the way he's described in the books is he is this trickster, he's the fool at the court, he's this little guy no one would actually, pardon my French, give a shit about. But then he's the biggest of them all. He's the one you don't notice. The thing is, we couldn't do that in the show. We needed him to be brute and powerful and strong from the beginning, because he needed to be a real threat towards Foundation and the Empire. And that's the reason why he's a little bit more bombastic. And that's the reason why we did that. Because, that's creative freedom.
Brilliant. Thank you so much for your time. Really, congratulations again. You're brilliant in this.
No, thank you. No, thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey, you guys!
Hey, you guys!
Hey, that's what they all say.
Hey, you guys!
Hey, you guys!